The concept of statements and expressions in C# is exactly the same as in other programming languages. So this tutorial is a review for the sake of completeness. Your program takes actions through statements. Declaration of variable is an action. Assignment is an action. Looping is an action. Calling a method is an action, and so on. A statement can be a single line of code ending in a semicolon. For example, char array of separators is equal to some initializers is a declaration statement with initializers. A statement can be in the form of a block of single line statements. An example is a for loop. For int I equal to 0 to 10 I++, it consists of two display statements. These statements display something on the console. This statement is actually a block statement consisting of two statements. A block statement is enclosed in curly braces. Then we have a declaration statement. A declaration statement declares a variable. It can even assign an initial value to the variable. Then we have expression statements. An expression statement calculates a value and should store it in a variable. For example, int side equal to 4, int volume equal to 3 star side. This right hand side is an expression. It calculates a value and stores it in volume. An expression statement can make a function call. An expression statement can create a new object also. For example, list of strings is equal to new list. A semicolon is an empty statement. It is often required to close a loop statement that has no blocks. For example, while side more than 4 semicolon. It is also required in an empty label, such as an empty default case label of a switch. Then statement blocks can be nested also. For example, this for loop contains a nesting of if statements. This is also possible. Then decisions are made with selection statements. Examples of selection statements are an if statement and a switch statement. Looping is done with iteration statements. Examples are do loop, for each, and while statements. Then there are jumping statements. Flow of a program can be manipulated with jumps to another part of your program. Examples are break, continue, go to, return, and yield statements. Then we have exception statements. Exception handling is done with exception statements. Examples are throw, catch, try finally, and try catch finally. Then await statements are there. Await statements are used in asynchronous programming. Then we have fixed statements. Fixed statements are used to prevent the garbage collector from moving your object. For example, this code uses pointers in an unsafe block. You are seeing a small error here because some compiler switch is required for enabling an unsafe code. We haven't done that, so that is why some error is shown here. But expert programmers can use that switch. So the fixed statement will prevent the garbage collector from moving the byte array. These unsafe statements are actually the statements that use pointers. So that is why. And we have used a fixed statement for preventing the pointer from moving. Then there are lock statements also. A lock statement is a block that prevents multi-threaded access to a variable, as you are seeing in this code. The lock on y prevents multi-threaded access to y. So these are various examples of statements. It's experience that is the best teacher. So I'll close it right now. Thank you.